more. I mean, it is a stark contrast from where we've been, and there it is right there, face to face.
Handshake, words exchanged. It was Trump waiting for Putin. He had a longer walk. Now they've met, and now the walk is together. So we can watch all of this as it's staged live. Robert, stay with us. Kelly as well. I wonder what George Will makes of all of this. It's nice in times like this that we can turn to George for perspective, the NewsNation contributor, Washington Post columnist, and we're watching, I guess, history in real time anytime there's one of these summits taking place. George, your thoughts as we watch Putin and Trump walk off the plane and now walk together in Alaska?
Well, when the leader of a democracy meets with the leader of an aggressive nation already convicted really of war crimes, carving up a third democratic nation, the M word comes to mind. That is, it's the word Munich. Munich Conference in 1938 has a terribly bad odor in history because what happened was the representatives of France and Britain met with the dictators of Italy and Germany to agree to carve up Czechoslovakia, and the Czechs weren't there. They were in a hotel nearby, but they were not allowed to participate in the meetings. So this A begins with a bad historical antecedent. Second, it is simply astonishing how much weight is being put on this when, in fact, we're starting to know what they can possibly agree to. They can't agree to land swaps without Ukraine there because Ukraine has said we're not interested in any of those. They can't agree on future security provisions for Ukraine, either from outside, from European members or from NATO, or interior. I'm sure Mr. Putin has in mind negotiating restrictions on Ukraine's self-defense capabilities. So it's very difficult to know what can possibly come of this. And as I think NewsNation has properly emphasized, these pictures, this fact of Mr. Putin landing on American soil is a tremendous victory going in. If nothing else comes out of this but those pictures, but the fact that Mr. Putin's isolation has ended, as Zelenskyy rather ruefully noted, this is already a tremendous success, this semi-summit for Russia.
I was thinking the same thing, George, as we were watching this on the screen, is that the very pictures that were unfolding were in and of themselves, no matter what happens, a victory in Putin's mind. We're told by the pool report that both ignored questions being yelled by pool reporters on the tarmac, but that Putin, it said here, shrugged when he was asked if he will stop killing innocent civilians. George.
Well, killing innocent civilians happens to be his war plan. That is, he's not made much progress for 3 years at a cost of 1 million men killed or wounded against the armed forces of Ukraine. Remember, Russia planned to have a victory parade in Kiev 2 months after they invaded. The invading troops were told by their commanders in Moscow to bring along their dress uniforms because they would be needed for the victory parade. This hasn't gone well for Mr. Putin. All his expectations have been terrible. So the question now is, what can he do to redeem this terrible sacrifice? Since they're not making great progress.
What do you make of them riding along, I'm sorry to interrupt, in the Beast, the presidential limo, together? It appears. So that shot, right, guys? Is that what we just saw, riding by and laughing in the back seat together in the president's limousine?
The optics are terrible. The optics are the president of the United States giving a kind of moral equivalence to the man who's caused all this with an act of naked, unprovoked aggression. It is not a pretty picture right now.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.